You think of Libya, a war zone probably comes to mind, but NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel came across some ancient ruins there that will take your breath away and may make you forget about the conflict, at least for a little while. Richard, good morning. Good to have you in New York.
It's good to be here. When people think of Libya, as you say, they think of Gaddafi, the war zone, but there is a totally different Libya. Hundreds of miles of completely unspoiled Mediterranean coast, an ancient city. We went to the city of Cyrene. It's mentioned in the Bible. People might know it as the city of Cyrene. It's now under rebel control, and for the first time, perhaps, it's accessible to visit.
East of the rebel capital Benghazi is the ancient city of Cyrene. UNESCO called it one of the most impressive complexes of ruins in the entire world, with a forest of columns, temples, and a massive theater overlooking a long valley.
2,500 years ago, this was a flourishing Greek city. It was called the Athens of North Africa. There was even a school here established by the students of Socrates. But history moves on, and eventually it became a Ptolemaic city, a Roman city. Even the Christians lived here. But because of Libya's modern political isolation, there's been almost no excavation. And this remains one of the best preserved classical Hellenistic sites outside Greece.
Details hint at what life was like here. A home to Greek scholars, and later a breadbasket of the Roman Empire. Cyrene was rich, with carpets of geometric mosaics and gracefully proportioned statues, defaced by iconoclasts centuries ago, but now undisturbed.
This is the Fountain of Apollo, and it's the real reason this city was built here in the first place, with a natural spring flowing right from the cliffs. And even today, the elaborate system of irrigation with layered pools and aqueducts pumping water throughout the city still works.
Water traces through canals in a steady stream, feeding wildflowers that grow between the rocks. Cyrene is open to visitors, but few come. It's a rare joy to have an archaeological site almost to yourself. Some Libyans come here to escape the war. Yusuf Susi, a pipe welder, brought his family to forget Gaddafi and guns and fighting. Libya's culture belongs to the world. It should be open to tourists, to everyone. That's the image we want the world to have when they think of Libya, he said. A rich history, often overshadowed by war and dictatorship.
Libya is covered with ancient sites, so many, in fact, that there were accusations Gaddafi was even hiding some of his weapons by ancient ruins so that they wouldn't be bombed by NATO.
You did this story just a couple of weeks ago. You were there. How easy is it to travel from one part of the country to another right now?
Completely easy. These areas are under rebel control, and the rebels are very pro-American. They're very pro-Western. NATO is trying to give them a country and topple Gaddafi, so it's open.
Open doors. Beautiful images, too. Richard, thank you very much. Nice change of pace as
Absolutely.
well.